All right, back with week 2 of the Pick the Lines contest between DFWT and Big Show. Last week, we forgot to recap it, but DFWT is out to an early lead against Big Show. There's really nothing on the line here except for pride, which, for some of us means a lot. We're going to jump right into it this week. First game of the week has already been played. Redskins at Giants. I went negative 3.5 on this game. Big Show, what did you go?
I went -3.
And that is a win for Big Show. The line was -3. All right, next one. We're going Oakland at Cleveland. Big Show, what'd you do?
I did Browns -2. Both these teams don't show me much. Gave Browns the edge because they're at home.
Yeah, I went Browns -4. A little bit of a similar thought to Big Show here. I think I gave a little more for the home field, and I gave Cleveland a point in general. The line opened at 4.5. It's moved all the way to 3.5. Yeah, I think we both were pretty close on that one, pretty right. Just pretty equal teams playing at home for Cleveland. Next one, we got Cincinnati at Baltimore. Big Show, where'd you go?
I got Ravens -3. I went Ravens. They're at home. Joe Flacco he has an outstanding record at home. Getting their rookie receiver back hopefully this week. Cincinnati's been playing well though, but either way, in division game, going to be close. Most of these games between Pitt, Baltimore, Cincinnati, they're all decided around 3 points. So that's why I chose 3.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you read my pick column before this, because I said the exact same thing about how these teams always beat up on each other and always have close games. I went 3 on this too. The line opened at 1.5. It's now at 2.5 to 3 in most books, so it looks like we were right about that it would get there. I think probably opened at 1.5 because people were coming off that Oakland game for Baltimore, but I feel pretty confident in Baltimore. I own Steve Smith in about 18 fantasy leagues. So, sorry, Steve Smith Sr. All right, next one. Jacksonville at New England. What do you got, Big Show?
I went New England a -10. Probably should have done a little more, obviously, after seeing the lines. But, Jacksonville's not as bad as they've been in the past, but let's be realistic. They're playing on the best teams in the league. They're going into New England. I gave 10. That's right. That's why I left it at.
Yeah, I went 13. This one opened at 14. I think you were probably a little gun shy after your Tennessee mishap last week.
Bring that up.
Oh, by the way, yeah, let's talk about that for a second. How many points off were you on that game, actually? 40?
Actually, I don't think I was that far off. I was just definitely off on the team win.
Oh, you're right.
I think I was pretty close.
You are right. I don't think you have any like that this week. I'll be surprised to see if you miss by 13 again this year, but we'll see. We'll see. Next line. Oh, so I that's a win for me. Tampa at Houston. What do you got, Big Show?
I did a pick. Houston's actually kind of let me down a little bit this year. I thought they have better showing. Houston is at home. Tampa beat New Orleans team who I thought would be better again as well, who is not very good. So I wasn't sure which way to go with it. So no, that's why I went to pick.
Yeah, this is an odd game to me. I went -5. I think I got lucky. The line opened at 4, it's at -7, which seems aggressive to me, but I don't know. Tampa, who knows what to make of Tampa? I think that division's probably bad again. Looks like Carolina's probably going to win it. Maybe Atlanta will.
I'm not sure, honestly, what to make of either of these teams. This should be an interesting game. I'm kind of curious to see where it all ends up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with any result other than Tampa winning by a large margin. I just think the defense should keep Houston in the game. I think Winston's going to wish he was back in Tallahassee, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I don't know if Foster's playing. I haven't followed up yet. I don't think he's going to play, but
I mean, honestly, even if he's not, there's one name you need to know that he is playing, and he's got Winston's number. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Are you talking about Mr. Watt?
I might be talking about Mr. J.J. Watt.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see. You know, did you hear Winston said that J.J. Watt was the one player that he was looking forward to playing this year?
Yeah, I don't really know too many quarterbacks that do say that. So we'll see if he enjoys it after their game is over, or if he enjoyed it after the game is over.
It'd be interesting. I wish he was mic'd up for this one. He might be, but it would be great to hear him. He was great last year when he was mic'd up.
What do we got?
Next one, Pitt at St. Louis. Very interesting game. Where do you go, Big Show?
I went Steelers -5. Might be a little hasty me because St. Louis lost to the Redskins. Obviously, a little harder to play in Washington. I mean, the realistic. Washington's on the bottom tier of football. And St. Louis is pretty good. St. Louis is very good at home, but I mean, Steelers' offense looks pretty darn good against the Niners, so that's why I gave them the edge.
Yeah, I went -1.5 on this, and it was -1.5.
And we all know that you might have looked at the lines before you did this.
I knew you were going to say it about that one because it does seem a little odd that I would go 1.5 and actually nail it, and I have to tell you it was a little odd.
Full disclosure, neither one of us, we do this before we look at any of the lines, so this is all guessing.
Yeah, by the way, we actually did this on Sunday. I did it Sunday during the games because we will look at the lines possibly, either that night or the next morning. So we do that to save ourselves from ourselves. So
exactly,
there may be a couple, and you'll see as we get further along here that we were really off on, and mostly because of obviously quarterback situations. All right, next one, Philly at New York Jets.
I took Jets -4 originally, and it's honestly I'm not down on Philly. A lot of people are. Philly's have got some issues they need to work out, obviously, but I mean they've got an offense that could be better than anybody's if they would just figure it out. Jets. Now that being said, the Jets are surprisingly good this year. I mean, I can't remember the last time the Jets actually had an offense that's exciting to watch. So originally I gave them the Jets -4, and obviously I stick to that. But if the Philly ever wakes up, they'll make this an interesting game.
Yeah, I agree. I really like Philly this week. I actually went on this one on a technicality almost, in a sense. Again, I picked this during the game, so I didn't see the Jets win on Monday, and I also did it about halfway through the Philly game with hope that they may wake up. I went -1 for Philly. The line opened at -2.5 for Philly. It swung all the way to the Jets -2.5.
That's a huge swing.
Massive. But the opening line also opens on Sunday, so it's before the Jets had played Monday night as well. So
right.
There's a reason, but that's still a pretty large swing. You don't see those very often.
No.
Next line, Indy at Tennessee.
I did. Sorry, I couldn't find my the Colts.
That's all right.
Colts -7. That was obviously before I had seen Indy play and get throttled by the Jets. But I still think once again I kind of have the same sentiment on Philly. Same as Philly. Colts haven't quite figured it out yet. They will, I think. So that's why I went them -7.
Yeah, I went Indy -5 and I nailed it. The line has moved from 5 all the way to 3.5 in some books. I agree with you 100%. This actually, in my picks column, I label Philly with Indy as the FU parlay of the week because I think they both come out and basically show the world, look, don't doubt us. It's 2 bad games. We're coming for you. I mean, Indy at 3 is really, really eye-opening to me. I honestly cannot believe that. If you told me before the season what this line would be, I would have probably said somewhere in the 7 or 8 range. So it's amazing what happened. And Tennessee did not look good last week. So
no, they did not. I mean, Tennessee's a young and probably up and coming team. You would think with Mariota, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think Tennessee's just what Indy needed. They played 2 of the best defenses in the league. They just need one bad one to beat up on and get rolling. So
yeah.
All right, here we go. Next one, San Diego at Minnesota.
I did Chargers -3. Minnesota's at home. Minnesota obviously has Adrian Peterson. Probably once again a team still kind of rebuilding, young quarterback. I took Chargers -3 though. Like I said, I think Chargers are a better team, and I was actually surprised when I saw this line come out. I actually think the Chargers are one of the best plays of the week.
Yeah, so I nailed the number but got the wrong team. I had San Diego -2. The line opened at Minnesota -2. I agree with you. I still don't get this. Minnesota seems to be getting a lot of Vegas love. A real lot of Vegas love, and I don't know why. I just really don't understand it. It's the one team that I'm really off on, out of tune with Vegas on. I don't know where they're seeing it. So they looked better last week, but they didn't look great, even though they won by a fair margin. That game could have been a little bit different, had a couple things bounce the other way. So, and also Detroit's not that good. So next line, Atlanta at Dallas.
I think Cowboys -3. Picked this obviously before Romo got hurt. But I still think Dallas has a shot. Brandon Weeden, I think, doesn't get as much credit for as good of a backup quarterback as he is. I think people forget Oklahoma State days, and then when he came in and he played with the Browns, that's a rough team to go into as a rookie and try and play on. So I did Cowboys -3.
Yeah, I picked this before Romo was out. I went -4.5 for the Cowboys. It opened at even. It's moved all the way to Atlanta -2 in a lot of places, and 1.5 too. I disagree with you on Weeden. I'm not a fan of him. I'm a huge Romo fan. I think the line it moved accordingly. I don't know how Dallas is going to score. Be very interesting to see this game, I think.
Well, I'm not saying this clarify. I mean, I'm not saying Weeden is a replacement for Romo by any, but I do think he's a capable number 2 quarterback who can still make plays.
No, of course, I understand that part. I still don't agree because I think I always thought Brandon Weeden was really bad. For whatever reason, he just doesn't seem to make the right decisions. Next one, New Orleans at Carolina. Now, obviously, this line moved a mile after the open, but we actually picked it based on Breeze playing, and the open was based on Breeze playing, so it ends up being okay.
I took Panthers -3. Not a bunch of explanation. This division, as we said, is not very good. Panthers are undefeated at the moment. Seem to be playing decent football, so I took Panthers -3.
Yeah, I took Panthers -4. I thought they're a better team, and they're at home. Gave them a point there. It opened at 3.5, so we split. The line's all the way at 8 to 8.5. Now, for those of you in the Westgate Super Contest, you have to play Carolina at -4, I think is what it went off at. So just an FYI there. That's the best play, and if you oversee that, you should probably jump on it. All right, next one. San Francisco and Arizona.
I took Cardinals -6. You're at Arizona. Arizona is looking phenomenal this year. Probably will only get better as long as Carson Palmer's healthy. I mean, they're going to have a bright season. But I took them -6 at home, division game. Niners got their butts kicked last week. I mean, you could see a fight this week to come back, kind of try and prove themselves. But I still feel comfortable with Arizona at -6.
Yeah, you nailed it. I went 6.5, which coincidentally is what it moved to. I think we're both on the same page here, on the same page with Vegas. Arizona's looking really sharp this year. This year so far. Next game, Buffalo at Miami.
I took Bills -3.5, even though they're at Miami. Part of that was because I just gotten done watching the Miami play Oakland. Maybe a little biased on this one, but Miami could not move the ball. No, I said Oakland. I'm sorry. That's Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They couldn't move the ball at all. And the Bills obviously are away. It's a little tougher playing Miami, but I like the Bills.
Yeah, I went Miami -2.5, and that's what it opened at. My thought is the Bills are a slightly better team than Miami, and I gave Miami about 3 points for home field. The line's moved to 3. I think we're pretty much, this is an evenly matched game. 2 great defenses, 2 terrible offenses. Well, Miami's maybe not terrible.
No. You got to say Bills' offense is better than mine.
2 below average offenses, or average to below average offenses, with 2 excellent defenses. This game's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, absolute bloodbath as far as, the defense is going to eat the offenses up here. It'll be fun to watch. All right, next one. Chicago at Seattle.
This line surprised me when I saw it open. I mean, I knew Seattle would be favored. I just didn't know by how much. I took Seattle -7. I can't remember if I took that before they knew Cutler wasn't playing or not. But line surprised me how big it was. Even though you're at Seattle, but Seattle just hasn't looked like the same team as the past few years. I mean, they still look good. They still got the tools. We'll see, but I took Seattle -7.
I went Seattle -9.5. It opened at 14. It's moved all the way to 15 in some books. Yeah, big line. I mean, I don't know.
That's a really big line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big line for the NFL. It doesn't matter who you're playing. That's a big line.
Yeah, it is. It's huge. All right, next one. Denver at Detroit. Manning at Stafford.
I took Broncos -7. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, talk about a big line on the road. Wow, going -7 on the road for Manning. I went -3. The line opened at 2.5. It's at 3 now. I can see where you went there. Detroit's looked not very good this year, honestly. They have weapons. I'm still surprised. I feel like they're going to wake up, but I also feel like Denver's offense is going to wake up. This is probably not going to end pretty for Detroit, is my guess.
Stafford's pretty beat up too. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
All right, final one here. Kansas City at Green Bay. Did you go 15 for Green Bay? That's my only real question.
I probably should have, but I let my better judgment get me, and I don't think I give Green Bay as much respect as I always do. I took Green Bay -3.5 in Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers is almost unbeatable in Lambeau, and I hope I don't jinx that, but he's pretty damn good in Lambeau. Kansas City's a good team, good defense, so I thought the line would be a little closer, especially based on where they put the Seattle line, but obviously I missed this one.
Yeah, I went -5.5. It opened at -6.5. Very interesting that you went -3.5. That basically tells me that you think Green Bay and KC are fairly equal, which is surprising.
That is absolutely not true.
Well, I know, but you got to give like 2 or 3 points for home field, probably 3 in Lambeau, and so I'm wondering. You only think, you got to think about that. It looked to me like you're saying Green Bay's only a half point better, which, I don't know where you're thinking that. I don't think you think that. It's a very interesting pick on the line, is all I'm going to say.
We both know I don't think that.
I know. Well, you should have picked the line better. All right. Well, that's going to do it for today, folks. Have a good week.